Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the casting desk. Not only Pixel Army with Gods, we're ready to see VP up against the this one. Gods, we're not going to see the Spirit. Unfortunately, it is going to be Kuroki. He's going to be the man on the ES, so seeing if he can step into the boots of Jerax. So it's going to be quite an ordeal for the man. But the draft from Liquid, do you like it a bit more this time around in comparison to what we saw in Game 1 for them?
More stable. Yep. It's not like a all-in on the early mid-game with Grauhusker. A bit of everything, and you've got some players on more comfort heroes. Matu, what maybe is his best hero in Ursa, or at least one of his top 3. Miracle and Storm, like Slider for Mind Control. This just looks like a draft I would have expected Liquid to do coming to today. Other than perhaps the Spirit, just because we know if they play it, Kuro's going to try his best and
to battle.
See how that works for him.
Because I think the real kind of signature pickup for VP is Ramses on the Sven, something that you used to play an awful lot with Empire. Very, very comfortable on him. Of course, being that picked up towards the end of the draft as well, do you like the decision to get Ramses on the Sven this game? You feel it's something that can stand up against an Ursa and Liquid if they do start to hit the ball rolling ahead?
Yeah, it's a good hero this game. It gives them some very high physical damage to push buildings with, which was something they were lacking with the form around in mid. Gives them the high base armor against the Ursa, which is decent, as well as against the Slider, of course. So, as soon as it came out, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good pick. That's the kind of hero they need. But neither team for me has really won the draft. If anything, the Abaddon pick is maybe a bit dubious of a hero, so I'm not convinced that it's going to match up well. I was asking the same thing, if the Fury swaps can be dispelled. I don't think they can. So I'm not sure this is really going to be a high impact hero.
Out of my way!
Obviously with that trial lane for Liquid up at the top, eyeing up Pasha, is there certainly kill potential here, or do you think we'll see the supports from Liquid roaming around looking towards helping the other lanes try and secure kills?
Zone first.
Yep.
It's more likely they'll just completely zone him out. He's got a lot of HP regen, stout shield. If he oversteps, just go for the kill, but for the most part, it really comes down to how Pasha should recognize that this trial lane has a very high amount of kill power.
And obviously, as we've seen Pasha play the offlane Omni already today, he's obviously very used to on this new role that we're not used to seeing him on. His lineup of VP, giving himself across the map from the safe lane. If he's used to playing Omni safely on the offlane, playing Paladin arguably at the start isn't too different. You've got the defensive mechanisms to be able to walk yourself out of any danger. Get yourself out of harm's way if it starts to get a little bit too rocky.
Yeah, very, very similar hero. See, Liquid deward their side full camp here, so they're ready to zone Pasha out and then have this full camp to maximize their farm, their level gain. Be very annoying. I don't imagine we'll see any kills up top. It looks like Pasha's actually walking all the way back to just blocking, and he's not going to be having much fun. This is a lane he should get nothing out of. But similarly, Slider, getting nothing out of his offlane, is opted to go jungle, which is the right call and something that perhaps Pasha think he did as far as getting an iron tap.
Because as you said, though, Mind Control being on the Slider, very familiar to seeing the lad pick up. Good.
Solid comes in.
Nearly able to disrupt there. Farming for Mind Control, but it's going to be the case. The mid lane matchup at the moment, 8-4 against the 5-2, so Miracle with the edge.
Yep.
No one just slightly behind. Strong start for the Storm and bottom lane. Well, Mind Control is going to be going on. Here we have Solo, Lil, Marams is moving in. They have a lot of stuff, a lot of control. Into the Storm Hammer. Else around him and hopefully get down. One of the reasons why Mind Control kind of avoided lane at the start is it's a very tricky lane to be in. There's just so much control from these three heroes.
So Kuro's actually come in to now contest Pasha's ball. He rolled over the cliff, chopped some trees down to get there, but he knew immediately what Pasha was doing. And Pasha, despite not having the iron talent, can still slowly jungle with the stout shield build. Kuro's going to make sure that he sticks around to try and stop this.
Yeah, no surprises there. Kuroki's first professional game on Earth. It's very interesting to see if we do have him come out with the plays this game. A moment. Be on the way with kills. Farm-wise, on the safe lane, but Timberman's Ursa 17 for 3. Mid lane matchup, no one's been able to catch up with Miracle. Very, very even at the moment. And it is Kuroki that is kind of looking towards the mid lane. he is able to make a bit of a go. At the moment, still just level 1, so about that second level, unlikely to have the control to deal with no one. Level 4 has leap available. KuroKy backing off and maybe seeing if he can find something else happening up top, but all going to be spotted out by the warding here of VP.
This is definitely a kind of learning experience for him with the Earth Spray. I'm sure he's played the hero, but the fact he's sitting around mid lane with level 1, unlikely to really no chance of finding a kill. Perhaps should be looking to leech a bit more XP in this top lane or through the pull camps, because at this stage, even level 2 isn't enough to kill mid. You need that level 3 where you've got the stun as well as the silencer. Cool. And he's line up the arrow. I'm gonna go for it. Save the mana. Did force the TP. If he gets the X to the torrent into an arrow, but I think no one made the call. It's not going to work because he had this big creep wave on him that was going to block the arrow, so he didn't go for it.
I'm going to pick again. They might try and make a second attempt, but Miracle moving up towards the south, pushing north. It's going to be hard.
Nicely, Tara.
Still that. Miracle still yet to hit level 6, so it looks to close the gap. Miracle's going to be in a lot of trouble. No backup for the rest of his teammates, and the exit to torrent is going to hit. That's going to get no one a nice kill onto Miracle. At the same time, though, top lane, Tummerman was able to move in and bring down 9 Pasha, taking down that offlane Abaddon.
It's one of those funny things. You see an Ursa now solo, and you're like, oh, I can finally get XP and farm, and then you suddenly forget, oh wait, it's an Ursa with phase boots, level 5, and he just sold. That was not even any involvement from Oracle, but it's kind of this trap you get into an offlaner. You see the supports in mid, you see this pulling, or you can tell they're pulling based on the cream, and you just get a bit overconfident in what is a very unfavorable one.
KuroKy has got his level 2, still yet to really get himself involved in any of the find an opening to do so. And they maybe need a mid lane. There's a wraparound. Again, clearly a setup for this timing where Miracle gets the hit. That level 6, TPs will come through. And this could be enough to Miracle alive this time. VP just not enough damage to bring down a Storm from full life.
Again, forcing a TP. They all bottom lane, they're going to go in. Looks like mind control. Blocking, stand up.
TP's now going to come from Liquid down towards the bottom. See if they can turn this. KuroKy coming in with a boulder smash. Find anything else other than solo as they take down the Lion. Crush from mind control will allow the Timberman to rip into a second, bringing Ramses out as well. The Liquid, as we saw, Oracle TPing towards the mid. Bolt wasn't able to do anything, but the rest of them with TPs as they're available to head down bottom and crush VP. Playing quite aggressive there, coming behind the tier 1 and just overstaying their welcome.
Yeah, Slider doing a really good job juking the Sven there and getting away from him to stop that last auto attack he needed. Punish the aggressive, but the real key player is Matu on the Earth, so rotating in a really opportune time, recognizing that he can get in, get those kills, and suddenly Liquid find themselves in a slightly favorable position coming out of the early game. Losing to the Ursa, the Storm is still having a bit of a rough time as far as getting this early farm.
Certainly looks to be a more solid start for Liquid as compared to game 1. More so the Liquid expected to see, especially in terms of laning.
The levels on the Abaddon now, it's 5. It's counterpart side at level 5. So both offlaners kind of managing to catch up now, coming out of the very rough early stages. The first 3 or 4 minutes favorable. Here comes Thor.
And that will certainly be a freebie. Pressure taken down.
Feels the fact there, but easily worth it for your mid lane to get a kill there. And as that's happening, it's Morana solo killing Earthstrip mid.
Well off guard, and then already we can see Morana having a very good game, especially in terms of experience. The levels at the moment. Mill and Solo smoked up. Eyes towards mid. They want to make a gomba to the man. It's going to be hard because he does have him raid. They have the ways to fight through this all. And they're going to make the attack. Leading with the axe, take the stun lock in. The job. Clark comes in perfectly, and the Timberman taken down. Very nicely done there by VP, not giving him the chance to enrage. Solo looks to be out of there. They don't. Oh, they've got a sentry. Oh, he's trapped in one of the trees. Cuts his way out, but he's down. Then Nuka with a purifying flame. So they will get the Lion. They lose the Timberman. As we saw from the bottom lane to the mid, VP, when they move around as a group, they have an insane amount of lockdown.
He's easily worth it, even with losing a Lion there. Perhaps avoidable, but either way, you've got the kill you're after. You've got out with your cores, and your 2 cores, Moran and Sven, are both in a very good position as far as their overall farm. You're starting to stack Ancients. Moran at the top of the net worth, Sven is not far behind, and he's going to catch up and take over as soon as he starts farming those ancient stacks. That's something which so far has not been blocked, and Liquid may struggle to contest. They're not going to have an early blink on Ursa. He rotated a bit early, he slowed down his farm, and that death is really going to slow down any kind of blink time.
Down bottom, BP. Tier 1, there's going to be the wraparound from Liquid. Let's see if they can catch them out as Kuroki, Bulba, Matuma Man come into the jungle. Maybe the wall solo first. That's not going to move in. Solo. Turn around, he's just done on Matuma Man. Keep himself alive, he hexes up the bear, but Matuma Man falls coming very early in this fight. They move in for more, the arrows, catching him off. Kuroki rolls in, the round is 52-man storm out. Kuroki falling down and falling out. That's the Kuroki got. Matuma Man still trying to find Rampage. He will be able to get a kill, but he himself in trouble as he's surrounded by 3. He's stuck in the tree line. They're going to lose a second off the back of it. Maybe even more, no one just forward. Hit the arrow, Bulba walks straight into it. The X mark is all going to be there. Bulba brought back. He's down as well. And BP, they do lose Ramses, but they take the 3-for-2 trade. Absolutely worth it there if they come out slightly ahead.
Yeah, they're doing so well. Like, Miracle can't come to these fights because he's behind on farm, so he's just trying to farm up the jungle, and as a result, VP just winning these fights by sheer numbers. They actually lose a hero and then a second because of the fact that Liquid was smoked up getting the better initiation, but VP able to commit more resources. They bring all 5 to the fight in the end. And Ramsey, even though he dies, he's instantly back to farming. He's got a big ancient stack waiting for him on respawn, and that's something that Liquid, unable to contest, means Ramsey isn't really in that bad of a spot despite dying there. Despite dying for a second time as well. He's still top of the net worth.
I put him 1K. The way they just said they've been keeping up the stacks and such. I don't know. Obviously the double stack here for Liquid, but Matuma Man he had to clear it nearly as fast as it's been. Takes a fair bit of time from the old Fuzzy Wizard.
R2 is level 7 only. It feels like his impact in this game has been very good with that TP rotation bottom, but as the trade-off has been, his farm hasn't really maintained itself. Not in this time.
There's no safe harbor from this storm.
Get himself a kill. Secure that for Miracle. The ball for Liquid, but catching up to do.
Really need their at least feed blink. They're going to go for the Mask of Madness first on Earthside. That's partly probably him saying, like, I just haven't farmed as well to get a fast blink. I want to get this higher, like this item I can buy now to have a higher impact. And Slatter's close to his blink, so looking at his teammates, probably think I can get away with him having a blink because Slatter will have one himself.
They're worried about the potential roaching of Liquid smoking up. The pings were coming out. They'll go and check it out. No one's there at the moment. Now, there'll be 2 members of Liquid coming around outside the side of it. Miracle. They're all low on the tank as well. See if they can catch him out here. Also Storming, use the back. See, the arrow, the Storm has to follow through. Miracle will be forced from it just in time, but he gets X-Mark back. They're going to have more than enough damage to bring down the Storm. Miracle's out. He's down. They'll give themselves the kill. Very fruitful smoke there from VP, getting that Storm kill.
No one's been incredible this round, and this is why VP first picked this hero. It's such a comfort hero for him. He plays it so incredibly well. He's managed to hit point-blank arrows without setup multiple times this game. He found the solo kill earlier on the Earth Spirit. He has been the big player so far from VP.
Dire structures are fortified.
Towards the mid.
Radiant's
Peak grouping up, looking to push. Yeah, this game too. Liquid again just could be a little bit scrappy, and VP just pulling it together a bit better.
They find themselves in a trade. I don't know. Likely they'll see them try and defend this top tier 1.
Radiant's top tower
find mind control before he finishes his blink would be a great pickup, but now they're just going to fall back in farm. I think they're afraid that Liquid have a lot of heroes up top, so they're not even trying to defend it right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pasha, but can't even do anything about that as he has himself an invis. Everyone's going to be fine. Bottom lane VP grouping up as 3. Tier 2, but mind control said it would have been nice if VP were able to catch him out before this happened, but he's got a blink gun now.
He's got blink. It's time to smoke. Yeah, that's like at the same time VP just saw him farming top without a blink and not helping his team. You've got to kind of suspect this, but it's a matter of how quickly we can get together, smoke up, and catch VP by surprise. Right now VP are very split across the map.
They've got the scan hit. Let them. Ooh. He runs out before it catches any of the members.
The arrow sees a couple though, so they do get some good scouting information there. But now they're going to back off.
It's all about the roach control now.
Yeah, and that's something perhaps Liquid could try and force, put Earth in a pin, have Slaughter around, but the teamfight is not really all that favourable for them.
He's going to get taken down. It won't be wrong thing, but it's essentially straight into the boat. So again, you get on the sidelines. But that's the ball coming through to keep him alive. They're trying to go to patch here, but he's going to be okay. Another two-man torrent. Sorry, three-man torrent. If I keep him back around it, he's sneaking in with the Moonlight Shadow. Stormhammer onto Kuroki, chops him to pieces with the God Strength. And it's two down on Liquid. Maybe even more if they try and chase in. Arrow, it's not going to reach any of the members. Liquid force back. 2-for-2 trade there, but I want to Liquid will be happy with losing Miracle on the Storm Spirit, getting him even further back.
Support for a core to support. I'm kind of classify Abaddon as support. He's playing that support-like off-lane role with the heroes he's playing. They're really running this dual-core lineup with this. No one as well as Ramsey's carry, and then their offlane is always this utility supporting healer, the Omni Knight, this game the Abaddon, and it's these offlaners that just enable their carries to do that much more, and killing Miracle is really shut him down and slowed him down. He's 2 and 3. He hasn't got anything in the way of farm. Not having a fun game.
But it's only going to get better for Ramses. They're stacking up the Ancients continuously on the side of VP. I mean, already, what's he got? He's got the Echo, the Helm, 700 on top. So once I get that blink soon, doing the Ancient stack's going to put him very, very close to having the gold for it.
Such an early act on Mirana. Mirana's damage output in these fights is very good to deal with. And Mirana trying to find an arrow here. He can almost get a solo kill, but it is bait. Liquid is sitting behind Miracle trying to counter-initiate this.
That'll take the wind from their sails.
Mind control. Then we're getting that jump. But they're ready to react to the jump made onto Miracle, but at the same time, the jump was made onto Mirana. There was the backup of Solo, who was very close.
Careful about how they fight right now.
It's on.
Yeah. For that smoke. Pretty good decision. You want to try and fight your way back in this game and do so before Sven has Blink Dagger. That's where he's going to hit his next peak.
There's no Abaddon for the fight. He does have a TP available, so he can head over.
Going to get some deep wards down as well. Perhaps put one between the towers or some of that's going to get vision, but no one in the neighborhood.
Going to be jumping onto Leo. They're caught now. The Kunka, they'll take him out. Versus the beat punishing in return. Aaron's Kuroki moving in with the Starstorm. Kuroki gets bursted down low. Should be able to find him and let him roll away, and he does. He gets himself out. Miracle duking out the Stormhammer with the full lightning. Almost a full on Liquid. It's going to be a clean kill. Nice triple boulder smash there from Kuroki, holding back VP. But Liquid know they've got to get out. They've got to get out of this.
Oh, this is a actually.
Wow, good job he moved to the side there.
Yep.
That was a close one.
And came in my dodge. He
But
anticipated that one.
he's going to hang around it, but it's fine. They can take it back a moment. He tries to come up for the fight, but it's no one coming in with the Ag Starstorm. Immediately taking Kuroki out. Bulba, he's going to pop as well. He tries to bring Solo down with him, but it's not going to be the case. But they do get a pick off, then they get the Roche, but losing two heroes like that, putting more fuel on the fire that is no one. So they'll be killing off the Mind Control coming as well. Ramsey's fairly tanky. He's tanky enough, that's the question. Well, no one's coming in. The Stormhammer to Miracle. Miracle's in the corner. The Stone's been stuck to the low ground. Beautifully catching out too. Miracle's out. Matuma may even lose the Aegis here as well as no one. Takes him down. Around the corner, Matuma wants to play here. Well, he's going to go down once. He's going to back up no one, so he can set up an arrow now. Still on cooldown. So they don't have the arrow for this. Matuma likely to get away by the looks of it. Tried to climb the time, but it wasn't the case. No one's going to continue to chase, actually. With the burst of the start, Matuma doesn't have him raised. He's down. Another big kill for VP.
You can tell he plays Mirana. He's so good at hitting these leaping arrows. He doesn't go for the long range, unlikely to land arrows, which you can kind of predict and dodge. He goes for these leap arrows that you just don't have time to respond to.
Not at all.
Both Earth and Storm dead in quick succession. That is absolutely catastrophic for Liquid.
And Ramsey, he get that blink. He is very, he's got the money for it. He's got the money for it. What, 17 minutes in? He can get himself the blink, Echo, and Helm. I mean, do you think he goes for it, or does he just go straight up? I mean, get a crystal this, or
you should go blink. You want initiation here, and it combos well with the Mirana. You can blink stun, Mirana follows you up. Really good item. He's actually, I mean, he's had a bit of a rougher recent game, as far as the last 5 minutes have gone for him. You don't normally expect him to be number 2 on net worth, but it's his teammate who's number 1. It's Mirana. You're okay with every VP, even if Sven doesn't have the timing on some of his dimes you'd normally see from a free.
7-0-4 at the moment on Non. It's been an absolutely perfect performance.
Radiant's
He's been incredible. He was really one of those breakout star CIS players for the last year, and this new VP team with him really be one of the standout
Dire's
teams,
top tower
despite
is
their
under
earlier
attack.
weak showing against this game.
Using the Moonlight now, trying to set in. Trying to observe and a sentry. Stuff on Liquid, they'll give them the info to get the hell out of there. The question is, can they do it in time? VP continue to close in. After chasing down Zoro. He's opening himself out of this one by a little bit. Good stun. We'll hold back for the time being, but the X mark's there. From the Kingfish, going to drag him as back as quickly as he got out of there. He's going to be gone. I'll give themselves the kill, and VP looking to move forward and maybe try and finish off this tier 2 on the bottom lane.
With God's Strength down and Moonlight Shadow down, they're so much stronger in a team fight. Without those ultimates, this tier 2 tower should be a...
With a 4v5, it's very hard for Liquid to do something here on this
attack.
defensive. And they surround the tower. He will get it. He's going to go. I'll take it. No, just out deal now.
Really smoke. It looks like they want to try and fight into
Dire's
this.
bottom tower.
Keeping in as well. They're going fully in for this one. Latarn immediately connects on to Kuroki. Some brings it down low, but a good folder from the Solo. No one. Kuroki will still fall though. Miracle X leaps up there. Defeated by Solo. Much control before Florence by Volva, but they've already lost 2. But particularly lose 4 here. No one looks back towards Volva. They'll move down the arch for 3 out on the side of Liquid. VP lose nothing. And from getting a tier 2 to getting 3 kills, they may even get more. Rampage from the boys ready to go to high ground. Footprint in 10 seconds. And look at they've got the buybacks, but even with those, you can feel at this point, they just can't stop the push. They can't stop the VP.
They're finding these great patches and pickoffs. Solo seeing these incredible multiple era Earth spikes as well. And Liquid, kicked apart one by one. Nice blink dodge, but that's not going to save your ass.
Can they do it? No mind control. Trying to slow them down with a crush. Liquid, I'll have the team back up, but the melee racks have already been gone.
Good safe call. They back off, knowing Storm's about to respawn, and there is that great catch from the Storm Slider.
And they're out.
Yep. Out with the melee racks and with a single casualty on the VP side. They are dominating game number 2.
VP.
They woke up. Like,
I was going to say, first series, it was not great, but this series, VP looking absolutely fantastic, and Liquid just looking like, well, as I said, you know, with the roster switch up, maybe needing a bit more time to kind of pull into it. You know, obviously Miracle coming over, there's no doubt Miracle an incredible player, but obviously the way that OG used to play around him, something that he really benefited from. Maybe Liquid just need a bit more time to adjust to having that kind of style of play on the team.
It's definitely a very different team structure. I mean, with OG, it was very clearly defined. They had Flight, always played the defensive saving supports, Crit, who could help secure the mid lane, win, like play these roaming supports, or even sometimes play defensive support himself.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Even
under attack.
Notel, that carry core, he often played these heroes to create space and enable Miracle to shine. And now this new Liquid perhaps need just more time to adjust and figure out how Miracle can fit into their formula.
At the same time, it just could be a bad.
Yeah,
It's hard to go too much back from one series.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone's going to quickly just start jumping to conclusions. New Liquid not looking good. They don't work around Miracle, but it's 1v2. You can't suddenly judge this team entirely based on this team.
Of course, we'll have a lot more of them here at DreamLeague. Teams, how many teams go? What, 10 teams or no, 8 teams?
8 teams.
8 teams. So essentially, what you're going to see, 7 2-game series from each team.
Yep.
So that's a lot of chance for Liquid to develop. Or the DreamLeague.
It's definitely, and it's kind of the much needed match practice.
Absolutely. Mid lane, VP, set up with a Moonlight Shadow. See what they can find. Liquid seem very aware that what's going on.
Dire's middle tower is under
Please
attack.
take the tower. Trying to bait maybe a bit of a jump from Liquid mind control. Think about it. They'll be well aware that VP will be ready to counteract any kind of play.
Oh, mind control.
Walking into comes his third away, mind control. Has control drive, but again, the damage is probably going to be too much. Too much for the fight. It's a beautiful one. Fox trying to get a few there on Liquid. The Superman puck being raised. He's tried to find kills, but he just can't over the stage again. Solo turns around, fingers him in the face. And 3-4 down on Liquid. He Ramsey jumps in, looks to clean up even more. A buyback comes out from the Superman in, but 22 minutes in. VP working on the second lane of Bragg. And Liquid, they just can't seem to be able to stop it. He just has to jump in now, but it's smart onto the Superman. Stormhammer as well. He's bringing on the game on Solo. But VP still sticking around for the fight. Can Liquid stop this? They need to do something big. They're moving forward. Like the fair bit of mana to play with. RoG rolling onto the back of it all, onto pass, but RAMPAGE. Still arrow, he's out. Still on the losing side of the moment. From the man, RAMPAGE gets affected by great cut again from no one. He's been able to stop again. Can they kill this man? There's going to be a lot of money. 10-0-9 at the moment. Who's going to get the bounty? It's going to be Miracle. And that is kind of money on the road towards comeback funding.
Illusion.
On the road.
It's a long road.
Steep road, but
I mean,
it's a road that exists.
Nearly 4K gold swing.
That's, yeah,
And they
very
didn't
important.
lose Miracle.
Yeah, that's the two important thing. You end the streak and it goes to the Storm, and you don't lose your melee ranks. And then that's two very big things for Liquid. As far as staying alive in this game, it's still a monumental lead for VP, and that was just like slight overconfidence. They just didn't play around the respawns of Liquid like they did bottom. When they pushed the bottom melee racks, as soon as someone was about to respawn, they backed off, and they got a little bit greedy, thinking they could get the melee racks and get punished for it.
Liquid just found a
They
bit of fire.
They still kind of. Well, that one's good.
It's good course, man, that last fight. It's a man apple, but using buyback, so.
Good thing is, DPO just needs to take this fight.
Yeah, they know that if they can find
They
those
can take
kills,
this as 5.
they can push down a lane and maybe even win the game. So a bit of a risk here from Liquid. And maybe in a position to take this kind of risk. Close up around, be silent. Solo jumps to the middle of the time. Look for the stun on Miracle, but Miracle's already out. RoG got magnetized in the middle of the door, rolls himself away. And the cover of Moonlight Shadow, though, looks like they're able to float back in onto Miracle. Mind Control. Going to be able to get himself out as well, immediately TPing out of this one. Looks like Bulba will be the only one to pay for his sins. He's down for 50 seconds. Solo continues to try and chase Miracle, but Miracle goes to the zip TP. Just makes it. Solo nearly getting himself in range for an extra bit of lockdown. So 1 kill, but that is a kill onto a hero that's not going to be able to get themselves back in the game. And BP, well, they're going to look to do. They're going to look to check out RoG. RoG back up in just over a minute. So
Mirana wants it, though.
Well, obviously no one's going down the last fight, but other than that,
Your VP, you definitely don't rush it. Sven's got a BKB coming on courier, so wait out your ultimates and then try to take another fight. And that's going to be around the Roche. But you win a fight, you take Roshan, or you can take Roshan to force a fight against Liquid, who probably don't have good answers to fight into the BKB. Ramsey just got kited a bit that last fight. He popped his ultimate, tried to go after the Sven, then tried to go after the Storm. Storm disjointed the Storm Hammer with his ball lightning, and Ramsey even started hitting the Ancients. He's like, well, there's no heroes I can hit. My Blink's on cooldown. I have no BKB. I'm just gonna hit the Ancients. So he didn't really have many options to dish out damage in that. It didn't really matter because VP were never in a position where they were going to lose.
Is under attack.
Bottom lane to my man. It's really all about, as you said, just solo getting the team fight control, so Ramses is allowed to chop his way into the members of Liquid. And you know, for the most part of it, solo has been having a very nice game in terms of getting 2 hero spikes and so.
There's only one.
They go for a BKB as well, it looks like. So look at these double BKBs. They'll likely have an solo's camping out the road pit even. So that'll be in a good. I like how they're just playing this so safe. No one's pushing and spamming out the lane for the X on him, so he's in no risk of getting picked off by a Storm or an Ursa jump. Ripple will have an Orchid next fight thanks to the kill streak at the end of this. You've got a good answer to this in the Aphotic shield.
BKB on Ramsey. BKB nearly done on to no one. In fact, the Virtus is very, very close to it. They certainly have ways to deal with Miracle.
It looks like they want to try and find a catch up there as well. Maybe some Moonlight Shadow.
Radiant's top tower.
Complication's already been used, so if the tower goes, maybe let's get themselves to the tier 2. Solo, trying to buy time, being able to stun, bingo. In fact, he made just solo mind control. No one's the kill secure, and look at the arrows. Not a miracle. He's getting himself out of this. It looks like he can. It just zips out, TP's away. Of course, VP getting the kill, getting the Aegis.
They don't even waste any time getting that pick. They're already going to be grouped up around the mid lane following the pick off.
Is under attack.
They'll be ready to go. Mirana even manages to finish a BKB thanks to the help of that kill.
And because we've lost it, gave the Aegis to Kunkai, I guess at this stage, which is not something feeling confident VP, you know what I mean? They reacted to that play top. Maybe no one was going to pick it up, but they realized they had to get him up ASAP if they wanted to try for a kill.
Sven effectively got all his slots used up by how early it is. Some of those items can be upgraded, like the Hyperstone into an AC or Moonshot, the Calm the Dominator to Satanic, but you're quite happy with where Sven's at. You don't want to placing any of these, and I guess Mirana, probably could have taken the Aegis, but perhaps they're just thinking no one's not going to die. I also just think there is some level of confidence where they're so far ahead they just didn't really think about who needs an Aegis, because no one needs an Aegis. It's just an added bonus onto their lead.
And talking about how far ahead indeed they are by the numbers on the net worth graph of a 20k gold lead at the moment for BP. So a massive lead. Once again here in game 2, Liquid really with their backs against the wall. And looking to really come to terms with the power of BP in these team fights. BP managed to get 2 racks so far. Still a tier 2 remaining up top for Liquid. So Liquid, they need time, they need a lot of it. Summerman has the basher, but still very much behind the respective cores of BP, with Ramses nearly about 1,000 away from doubling the value of Summerman this game.
Towards top trend in this game. Feeling like they don't want to drag too much. Sven doesn't really continue to grow from where he is. For one thing, he's kind of slot limited, but for another, as the game goes on, his BKB gets shorter. He's going to get down to that kind of 5-second BKB, and then he also gets kited by increased that. Like, there's a 4-staff on Slatter, there's 4-staffs on Oracle. The game gets harder and harder for him. This is BP really at the biggest lead we'll see all game, so try and end it while you can.
But this is pretty much the final test here for Liquid. They've got to do something to stop this. But the question is, if BP are just too far ahead, but that's going to happen. Looking for the setup of Timmerman, trying to find something, but Fullerman in control of that. That's for it. A little bit ahead. Trying to go into the finger as well. But Timmerman falling low. The post puts scratching him. But Timmerman's out. Kuroki's to fall as well. Neither hero is good buyback. Mike is being played around with the 3 lines. There's 4 dead, 5 dead off Liquid as Ramses just clears up the back line. As GG well played is called. And Virtus.Pro, they'll take the series against Liquid 2-0. Which, you know, I think coming into this one with the expectations people have for Liquid, and looking from the performance we saw from BP against the State game in the first series today, not a lot of people would have predicted that, right?
Not just that's a 2-0, that's a 2 very... Are they actually going to do this?
The tree strap, there we have it, jumping in onto Poison, but they'll land the dual call. The 3-man bonus tag, here comes the Poison from the BKB's around. Already, they found the job for Poison, looking for more. Can they get it? He's going to come out of top, Sherman falling low. The Omni Dash coming in from recovery. They'll find Sin as well. It's going to be a double kill for the judge. Eric coming out, fight up against this one. But Mac, he's going to get out. That's his strike to the face. Mac down. Buyback from FNG. Can they kill the Morph the second time? Aaron to land, is it coming back in on like 0 health? He's going to pay for that. He'll die in the midst of it all. They do kill Mirana. Error. He swaps